Well, well, that's one way.
Oh.
Well,
Thank you. No, sorry.
Damn,
you want to start over?
No, let's not start over. That was literally.
Yeah.
Keep that in. Keep it in.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
Welcome back to Justice for All.
If you're wondering why we're laughing so hard right now, it's because Luigi unleashed his inner Rick.
It's gonna be in the recording, so don't worry.
Luigi unleashed his inner Rick just now.
Anyways,
I can't copy that voice.
That burp was spot on though.
Anyways, we're back here. We have to figure out who's telling the truth at this point.
Well, what if I don't want to? What if I don't want to talk to the guard?
Well, then Maya's gonna
see what his life was up to.
Then Maya's gonna die.
What has he been doing these past 2 years?
Still working at the same dead-end job, that's what.
Zawordo, of course.
Pretty much.
Also, you were supposed to show the Magatama.
Well, I'm trying to show off all... At the point when I was doing this, I was trying to show off as much of the dialogue as possible.
Even I didn't do that. Come on, man. If I were that dedicated, I'd show you every single game over screen. You don't want that. No. No, you don't. Half of them are boring. Half of them?
The only ones that matter is, the very end. They're like, okay.
Very true.
It's like, okay, now go to present.
No, show your badge. No, don't do it.
Wrong.
Wrong page.
No, wrong page. Wait a minute. I'm jumping too far.
Present the bear.
I'm jumping too far ahead here. It's like, no, not the spy camera. No.
The
oh, wait, no.
I report.
Present the bear.
No, not the autopsy report. No, I think I was trying to go back to...
Go back and present your badge to Gunfire.
No.
See, I'm a real attorney with real powers.
There we go.
Yeah, see? Look at this bitch. I get paid more than you. What do you say about that?
Oh yeah, this is when we kind of have an idea that Maya's being held in here. And now it's just like, okay, we gotta look for, but we have to kind of hope that Shelly is not also in the apartment waiting for us, because, he could just kill us.
Don't worry, Edgeworth has the power of guilty verdict.
This was before he got his own spin-off franchise.
So?
It's like he's not super... Well, okay, he still had fangirls even by this point.
Just an army of
fangirls. I was checking a Snapchat I got from my friend Jesse, because he went to a Chili Verde cook-off yesterday, and I guess the local newspaper actually got a photo of him and 2 co-workers of ours.
Oh, neat.
Nice.
I just texted him right now. I was like, oh shit, y'all newspaper famous.
Now, if only
That's so nice.
Now, if only newspapers were relevant in the world anymore.
I'm sure there's an article online about it. They probably have a digital copy of it.
That's really good.
Seriously though, they did bring back some chili verde yesterday for our work shift, and it was fucking delicious on pizza.
But yeah, I'm used to breaking down doors just to
I just imagine him doing this like, oh, if only I had something like an axe. This is close enough.
Seriously, who hangs up a motorcycle by
Matt Ungard, apparently.
He's got money to burn.
I mean,
I got money to burn. I can buy 3 houses.
I didn't think actors were paid that well. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, the funny part... the funny part if Maya was just next door at Burger King.
God damn it.
just walks back inside.
Like,
hey,
oh, Nick! Holy shit!
No, if you imagine Shelly the Killer takes her to Burger King. He's like, so what do you want? Since you are the hostage, I'll let you have anything you want. And then, the Burger King guy is just like, that'll be $32.50. He just holds a knife to his throat. What was that?
steamed hams.
Yeah, what does Shelly do? What does Shelly do with Maya on his free time? Does he just take her with him while he's going grocery shopping, paying bills and all
He's like,
that?
you say anything, I'll kill you on the fucking spot. I don't care what I paid to do.
I've got another job while I'm waiting for this job to be finished. Want to come watch?
Holy shit. It's like, so see, when I pull the trigger
Treat me
here,
to Burger
that
King.
guy over there dies.
Treat me to Burger King first.
So, Mr. DeKiller, what did you used to do before you were an assassin? I worked for this guy who ran this company called Wayne Enterprises. He was a dick.
Thankfully, I learned everything I could from him.
No, he learned everything from me. Ungrateful prick.
Right.
I don't know why, but for some reason I just imagined Shelly being an
When we get back, call me Super Commie Shelly.
Oh my god.
Can I just call you Shelly for short? Super Commie Shelly allows this.
Super Kami Akira Super Kami Akira Shelly. It's like, can I just call you Shelly? Super Kami Akira will allow this. So I think Akira means killer in Japanese, but I could be completely wrong. I've never actually seen Akira.
Nah, well, technically, if you take out the A, then it's like Kira is just killer in Japanese katakana.
I like if you just gave Pearl the picture frame, she just throws it on the wall. I hate that picture anyway.
Okay, so this is the game flat out telling you this is how you. This is the game telling you this is how you win this case, and you better freaking do it this way, otherwise you're obviously gonna lose. It's like we all know On Guard is the killer. If you screw it up, you're an idiot. Don't worry about me. I can't die. I'm the secondary main character, and it's only the second game. They're not gonna kill me off. The eyes.
Just a letter that says BBL.
Goddamn.
Shit.
And
well, if you're not gonna
like again, now my friends text me. He's like, see, it's just like what you guys said. It's like for that Chile Verde cook-off thing on the newspapers, like anyone even reads the newspaper nowadays.
I don't even think.
Wait a minute.
I'm honestly surprised there's any newspaper outlets left in the world at this point. Like, hold on a sec. Now is when we were supposed to go back and talk to her. My mistake.
Close enough.
If I can find out what secrets he's holding, it's almost like I have It's almost like I have something in my evidence thing.
Which is what. It's almost like Sire has already played this, and he's thinking 3 steps ahead again, which is a really bad thing to do when you play a game like this.
I got it. The stuffed bear, of course.
Well, obviously the bear has something to do with something.
Don't.
It's a good thing they jump cut for us. It's like that was the fastest jump cut in the entire world.
I'm shocked they let her keep her notebook.
I mean, what is she gonna do with a notebook when she's in the detention center? It's not gonna do anything. She's not stupid.
Yeah.
What's she gonna do?
They don't want to take any chances.
I know. But like, what's she gonna do with the book? Club the security guard over the head and run out? There's a security camera right there.
If you're locked in prison, you don't give a shit about that.
You turn the security camera the other way.
No, you do what Dexter did and just draw a picture of yourself on a piece of paper. Just tape it in front of it. Just tape it in front of the camera
That works
lens.
too.
Oh my gosh! A floating shopping list! Ah!
I haven't seen Dexter's Laboratory in years.
Oh shit! I found him. I fucking found him.
Found what now?
No, I found the news article online, and it has the photo of my friends, of my coworkers and friends at the cook-off.
Oh, neat.
I'm gonna Snapchat this to him. I'm like, see, you're still relevant.
Okay, so someone in her past that would want revenge. And gee, I wonder who that could possibly be.
Old bag, of course.
You wish. She still exists in pretty much every game in the series, except for that one that takes place in feudal Japan, unless her ancestors in that game too. I don't know.
I think the
Oh, shit.
I don't remember because I can't remember because the Great Ace Attorney was kind of forgettable.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those prequel things that make you wonder why it even exists in the first place.
I mean, I know there's like an ancestral version of Shelly in that game, and he's pretty much exactly the same. He's exactly the same as he is in every other game that he's in.
Yeah.
So then why not just use Shelly to kill her and make him immortal?
Like that would have been like the one chance they had to actually make Shelly be the main villain for once, and they don't even do it there.
Just make him immortal, live like 1,000 years time.
Well, apparently he's from a long line of assassins that they just use the name. So...
Hey, are you using this name? No? Okay, I'll use this.
They just all happen to look the same, too. And have the same scar across their face, too.
Oh my god. Shelly the Killer is the Nurse Joy of Phoenix Wright.
Shit! It all makes sense now. Or is he Officer Jenny? They're both identical to their relatives.
Same kid.
Fair enough. You gotta feel real bad for her, because at the end of this game, why would she ever bother to help you? You literally destroy any and all spirit she has throughout this entire case. I mean, it is to save Maya, but that doesn't make Phoenix any less of an asshole for doing all this.
I think Adrian does come back in one of the future games.
Yeah, I think she was in one of the investigations games. I'm not sure though.
No, I think she's actually in one of the newer 3DS ones.
Oh. Okay.
At least one of them.
Oh yeah, I think she is actually in.
Forget which one though.
Yeah, I can't remember off the top of my head.
If it's the one with the dolphin, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
You mean the whale?
No wait, I keep calling it a dolphin. I keep calling it a dolphin.
That's also a DLC case. It's not part of the main game.
because Japan back in those days was fucked up. If a whale wanted a defense attorney, god damn it, he was gonna get one.
Cross-examine a parrot in the first game. A whale's not that much out. A whale's not any different.
How'd he fit in the courtroom?
That's a good question. That's an extremely good question.
How does he fit in the courtroom? How did he testify? Did they have the courtroom in the aquarium?
I don't know. I never actually did that. I never actually finished that game. I have Dual Destinies. I just never finished it.
Just get testimony from the whale.
I remember why I'd never finished it either. There was this point where my 3DS's SD card was running out of space, so I bought a new SD card for it, and
you got a leak in it now.
Oh yeah, and the SD when I tried to transfer all the stuff over to the SD card, the one that I bought was broken, and I didn't realize that until after I transferred all the stuff onto it. So I went and bought another one, and had someone at Best Buy transfer the data over there, and unfortunately that meant all my progress in Dual Destinies was erased, and I had to restart the game.
Speaking of M-rated games...
Well, this isn't M-rated.
I know, but you mentioned Dual Destinies. I'm like, speaking of M-rated, this should have been M-rated.
No, the only reason Dual Destinies is M-rated is because there is actual blood.
There's blood, murder.
That's literally the
There's blood on.
Other than that, it's just like every other.
Well, to be fair, there's blood in all the other ones too. Especially the first one. The very first case had blood in it.
Well,
yeah, but this one had more. It was a more extreme case.
this game had FMVs, like, so there's actually, so you actually got to see her, what's her name?
Athena?
Yeah, and you saw Athena when she was like 6, and she had blood on her face, and that alone was enough to make it M-rated, because showing blood...
That alone was enough to make it
yeah. I mean, in context of the actual case that it's in, it makes more sense, and it's also even more disturbing when you get to that point, but that's not till the very end of the game, so,
I'd also like to think that you could chalk it up to, like, standards being different nowadays compared to how they were, like, 14 years ago when this game came out, pretty much.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
If that, and I'm pretty sure if Investigations 2 had FMVs like that, it would have gotten an M rating too. Because...
you might want to rethink
I said
that.
might, I don't know for sure.
Might? No, not even close. It wouldn't even get an M rating. They didn't have anything gruesome
It's
in
been
it
a while
whatsoever.
since... I've only seen the fan translation once, and that was years ago, so I can't remember every little detail about it.
Someone died and then they became a cake. That's fucked up. Man.
Revenge!
No. Yeah.
Of the king. Wait, that's it. Wait, it's Kirby.
Yeah, not that Kirby.
You see Matt come back with a metal mask and a giant hammer. Fuck yeah.
God damn it.
Hero of heroes, superhero.
You can't rhyme with the same word.
That's how Japanese cartoon. That's how Japanese kids shows are. Not everything's like.
No, that's how Bird. No, according to fan-made music, that's how Birdo rhymes apparently.
Again, there's a reason why a lot of people seem to think this is where the series peaks. Although I think that Trials and Tribulations, the final case, is a little bit better than this one.
You act like that game has more than one case.
Well, the difference being that that Trials and Tribulations actually builds up its final case throughout the game, unlike this one.
Because it's the exact same case for every single time.
No, there's like the 3 flashback cases every couple of cases.
No, the first case is a flashback case, which helps build.
I didn't count the flashback ones.
Well, if you don't count the flashback ones, then it doesn't tie in at all, because the only reason it ties in is because the flashback cases tie into the final case.
I mean, the flashback ones.
No, I was talking about the final. I was talking about the fact that the final case eclipses the entire game.
Oh, well, that's.
As in every single. It's just the exact same case. It just takes the entire game.
They
to
take
solve.
the final case and they split it into 3 flashback cases until the final actual case itself. Unlike this game where
Unlike this game where you had the random ass circus.
In all honesty, you can.
I'm a lawyer.
In all honesty, you can skip the first 3 cases in this game. This one's the only one that matters, unfortunately.
Like, the way you could explain it is that this final case of the second game is pretty much a standalone case. Like, you don't need to know the other cases to get a full impact of this case.
I mean, you could say the same for every case before the final one in every game, but it's more with this one in particular. This is the only one that matters.
Yeah. Whereas with the third case, with the third game's cases, they do, like, in some way or form, like, each of all of the cases before the final one help build up toward the final one.
I mean, like this. We're seeing the very beginning of the first case again, and now it actually makes sense.
Yep.
I only remember seeing this part once.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It was way back in the very first episode.
Oh yeah, I just remember seeing that. I just remember seeing it only there.
Oh god, Phoenix
Because
Wright's for level 1 super in the Marvel vs. Capcom 3. No, seriously, that is his super.
That is what it is.
I know.
I know.
I know. I've had this dream before. Almost like it was another day. We flash back to that day.
We are not redoing the first case again. Like hell.
We flash back to the first. We flash back to the first case. Hi, I'm Zach.
No. We traveled back in time 3 years, and we're restarting the entire LP. No, if we were doing that, I would have just scrapped all this.
Oh, 3 days ago. Because this part of the
Feels
case
like so
takes
long
on
ago.
March 23rd. Recording this on the 26th is a stupid joke. I'm sorry.
So it's 3 days and
Oh shit, we
3
time
days and
traveled.
3 years ago.
Back in the futuristic year of 2012.
You just look at the calendar, it's 2018. Just like in freaking, what was it, Harvey Birdman.
That's the joke. We're from the far-flung future of 2001, 2007.
Oh man.
So there we go. Now we're finally done with all the investigations. All we have to do is finish up the last day of the trial, even though technically this is day 4 because we dragged it out. At least it's.
No, you want to know another good example of how games can get aged pretty quickly.
What?
Street Fighter
Oh,
2010.
Jesus Christ. I've never even played that game. I just know that it exists because AVGN.
Obviously.
I think that's how it actually sparked. in
Makes
all
sense.
honesty.
He only.
You're free to pass it.
I've seen his review of it. I don't need to play it to know how bad it is.
It doesn't really truly get bad until the actual
True.
final bit.
I always love
Also,
I always love how. Sorry.
also.
Will you leave me alone?
Puberty.
Puberty hit Pearl like a semi. I know.
Puberty hit. Okay. Yeah, puberty hit. I keep trying to say
I'm just laughing
something.
at Gumshoe's misfortune just now.
I was trying to say puberty hit Pearl like a goddamn
Right.
semi truck.
Can you believe that she's only 5 years old?
And yet has the body of a
of a
superman. This is Japan.
22-year-old. And I'm honestly surprised that every time she's not in Pearl's body, Pearl's kimono is not just like sagging at that point.
Don't you know? One size fits all.
Bullshit. Otherwise, she wouldn't have to hold up her breasts.
To be fair, though, that is a possibility, considering the way this clan, like their clan works. Maybe they took into consideration one-size-fits-all clothing.
Like it just works like Buzz Lightyear's outfit in that one scrap cartoon that nobody wants to
Or
talk
it's
about
Saiyan
anymore.
armor, and it just expands and contrasts to depending on the size of the wearer.
Yep.
God, that just makes it sound even more raunchy.
And now I'm imagining Mia in Saiyan armor. Thank you for that.
Well, she wouldn't have to hold up her boot.
I don't think we ever canonically got Saiyan armor on a female.
Unless you count Dragon Ball Super, in which case,
Yeah,
Not
like
super
not
bad.
even the Saiyans in Universe 6 wore Saiyan armor.
Well, not the same. Well,
They didn't even
well,
have Saiyan armor.
Kaba kind of did, but that's stretching things.
He had Power Ranger armor on the J-Back side.
It was close.
He had bootleg Power Ranger armor.
It
That's
was
what he
close
had.
enough to Vegeta's standard armor at that point, but that's beside the point.
Hang on, I gotta brush the dust off
It's
this
been like
board.
3 years. Why did we wait so long?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
After this,
Jesus Christ, your partner just aged like in 20 years already. What the hell
how
did
am I
miss?
still alive? How am I still alive 4 years later?
I should have been dead by now, but then again, I'm still alive in the future games, but we're not gonna go there.
As long as I get a paycheck, death can't touch me.
It all comes down. It depends on what Capcom wants.
Fuck you, Thanos. I live forever.
He's like, fine, I'll go fight Thanos. Like,
I'm technically immortal.
We pretty much have an uphill battle from here on out.
I mean, at this point,
Are you saying she's guilty? I'm not done. Oh my god.
at this point, Edgeworth at least knows how this is going down, so he's like, right, I swear to God, if you fuck this up for me.
Yep.
Oh boy, seashell. I've always wanted to go to the beach. No, focus, fire.
Assassin.
Focus.
Oh God.
Somebody get that fire emblem character out of here.
Someone get a lance user immediately. Sir, there's no lances.
We're
Get a sword reaver.
Listen, if it's like any of the Assassins and Fire Emblem heroes, they are gonna be pathetically weak, no matter how much you level them.
That's because
That's
because Fire Emblem Heroes doesn't have a weapons triangle.
No, it does have the.
Well, it does, but honestly, anything colorless is completely worthless unless
Or
you're
like
a
a
healer.
ranged character. Like if it's anything like a dagger user or anything like that, it's like, you're not gonna help in any way whatsoever.
Yeah, if you're like a they put it this way, if you were like an assassin, if you're like at least with bows, they can actually be useful against flying units. But if you're an assassin, you're
Like the only thing that assassins are good for are like the only thing they're good for is lowering the defense of like the opposition when they get attacked. But other than that, like they will get killed in no time.
and like that, and even then, that lasts for like one
Yeah.
turn. That's it.
Makes sense.
Whoop-de-doo.
I mean, it's a mobile game. They can't make it too complicated.
Assassins are fucking worthless heroes.
Right? Who needs?
This is why they call it colorless hell. That's why it's called that. For
I mean,
a
who
reason.
needs an assassin when you got Bikini Robin?
I mean,
That's not.
I know, but she's a good enough distraction.
That's a blue one. That's a blue.
I know, but her freaking bikini is a very good distraction.
Can you
Nope.
focus on the fight?
that's the
Good.
that's the point.
Good, it's working. Ike, go slaughter them. Okay.
Ike just
plowed
like, Edgeworth, when did you get? When did you get Ike? How did you get Ike? Because I'm luckier than you.
No, it's like, how did you get Ike? He was free.
But he's not even in the game yet. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is actually. Have you even tried to play?
I actually can't play the game.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's like, have you even tried to play the game? Maybe.
How old is your phone? He's like, when did you get your phone? Oh, that's why. You can't even play it.
Yeah.
Real talk, I actually...
Right, you've been playing solitaire.
Anyways.
Oh, man.
Okay, so apparently...
I didn't understand a goddamn thing you said.
That's also another running gag for this, at least the original trilogy. There's always a bellboy in one of these, and he's always the main point. There was a bell.
One day you're gonna poke your eye out, and you're not gonna cry to me.
Judge, I'm actually in some of the crossovers. Granted, I'm only in like one part of it, but the fangirls were happy enough.
Did you at least get my half of the
No.
paycheck?
You weren't invited, sir.
Why not?
I was promised half.
Yeah, talk to Wright about that. He's the one that got invited, not me.
Shit.
At first he thought it was the bellboy.
At first.
What would be funny is if Willpower just talks in lion.
Just
Roars.
No,
for
it's like
every sentence.
No, it's like yeah, it'd be like that episode of Mega Man when everyone was lion people. So every time they talked, there was always this stocked roar sound before they actually started talking.
What's that, Lassie? Roar.
God damn it.
Or it'd be like the cowardly lion. He just talks in.
I mean, his face kind of fits that. Why am I still here?
Why are you still here?
Because he's one of the witnesses, damn it.
I gave up and went back. Yeah, it's a great
Yep.
witness talk.
You have to say yes to that. And, oh, shit.
He wanted to say congrats, because that was amazing.
I mean, ironically, this is kind of working in our favor. As long as he doesn't incriminate Shelly, he kind of has...
He gave the bellboy a tip. Oh, so suspicious.
But that's perfectly normal to do. If this keeps going...
How long did you watch it?
A minute.
Suck.
Ironically, the ironic thing is Powers being scatterbrained like this is actually helping Phoenix because he kind of needs it to go this way. Otherwise, Shelly's gonna kill Maya.
Wow, it's a good thing Will Powers is
yeah,
dumb as
exactly.
shit.
All right, I think I have to press the same part multiple times. Oh no, it's just the fact that Phoenix has the same response to half the stuff that he presses in this conversation.
Hey, wait a second.
Yeah, now it's something actually now it's actually something different. And of course,
I did feel something weird. I think it was because he tipped the bellboy. Nobody tips the bellboy.
Right.
I mean, yeah. All right, yeah, that's what I was talking about.
I totally don't sound like I was talking in my ass.
I'm totally getting sick of this shit.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm getting really sick of this last minute bullshit.
Yeah, me too. But let's have the witness actually tell us the rest of the frickin' story for once.
God, finally. Okay, fine. God.
Despite, like, oh yeah.
I wanna go back to Walking Dead.
Sir, I think that, Your Honor, I think that show ended. Actually, no, I think it's still going.
Yeah, it's still going.
Never mind. Just keep pressing the tip.
Hold it. That show doesn't even exist yet. No, I'm pretty sure it exists.
What year? He's like, what year is it? Oh yeah, it still exists. How much? Thank you. Finally, when you hear that sound, you know something's actually going the right direction, kind of.
But then that's when something even more surprising happened. Gumshoe was new.
Oh God!
Oh, dude, yeah.
And now that's gonna be stuck in your mind forever, viewers. You're welcome.
I swear to God, it's like Powers is setting up for clickbait.
I don't follow at all. Somebody help me. Oh man.
Like, I swear the way, like,
people are gonna be like, they came out
like,
left
I swear
field.
the way Powers was trying to describe that, like, oh, it really surprised me. It sounded like fucking clickbait. It's like, I was surprised how this guy looked. Click to find more.
I'm the bellboy earned $200,000. Click here to find out how.
Yes.
Is Edgeworth racist? Question mark with one.
No, it was like the whole thing is capitalized too.
Jeez.
Yeah.
With 2 exclamation marks and a question mark.
And for some reason a period at the end.
No, it has the number 1.
Oh my God.